Welcome to the video user guide for ePortCentral, the Globus family of brands application for purchasing Avalon excursions during a cruise. This video will show you how to log into and load ePortCentral to your laptop, save cruise excursions, add additional excursions, create an order, submit an order, add extra services or charges, search for an order, refund orders, generate reports, change your password, and other support-related issues. ePortCentral is designed to be used by cruise directors for managing and selling excursions while on cruise. There are two versions of ePortCentral: the website, also referred to as Opal, and the laptop and PC application version, Orca. Internet Explorer should be the only internet browser used with Opal and Orca. The Orca application should only be installed to a shipboard or a company-issued computer. It has features which allow it to sell without being connected to the internet. Sales taken when not connected will be stored and uploaded when the shipboard computer once again connects. Recommended use is with a laptop or PC with Microsoft operating system and configured for US English input. You must change your device to use US English when using the ePortCentral. Although you may manually key in all data required for processing a payment transaction, the operating office will supply you with a USB credit card reader to be attached to your laptop or PC. Payment methods supported by ePortCentral are cash and credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. Excursions sold through Opal or Orca will show in reporting for both applications. Note that Opal and Orca are separate and look a little different. However, they function very much the same. You will need to ensure you have access to log into ePortCentral and select your tour departures. The operating office will issue you an ID and password. Now you are ready to get started. Orca is a PC software application. You must be connected to the internet to install it on your PC or laptop. Open Internet Explorer and navigate to https://eportcentral.globusfamily.com/winclient/publish.htm. Follow any prompts which enable the software to be installed. Once installed on your computer for Windows 7, click on Start, then scroll to All Programs, Globus and Cosmos, and select ePortCentral. This will launch the application and prompt you to download the latest version. For Windows 8, you may receive a warning and the application will not run unless you tap More Information, then tap Run Anyway. A new app will be created under Globus and Cosmos. When the login screen displays, enter your username and password and click Login. This will always load the latest version of Orca to your computer before use. When started, the application dashboard will display Connected to the Internet in green if you have an internet connection. When connected, the payments will be occurring in real time. When not connected, the payments will be stored until a connection is detected by the software, whereupon the payments will then be uploaded. The application dashboard will indicate if orders are waiting to be uploaded, as well as display if failed orders are waiting to be reprocessed or communicated to the passenger. Opal is a simple website and you must be connected to the internet to use it. Using Internet Explorer, navigate to and log in at https://eportcentral.globusfamily.com. set up your cruise codes and departures, go up to the cruise codes option, click, and it will present you with the settings window. Settings will allow you to display the optionals for a departure, but they have to be loaded. These are the departures available right now for this test version of WAA Departure 328. Clicking Refresh Data will set up those optionals for your departure codes. Now exit out of Orca and then restart it. Once back in, click your cruise codes. Pull up your excursions once more, and then click Save. Now you'll see that the excursions you just refreshed are loaded to your ePortCentral page. To load the cruise departure in Opal, click Select Cruise from the top menu. Select the cruise code and departure code from the drop-down menus. Excursions should now display. Click Save. Updated excursions will now be available for purchase. You may need to add excursions for a singular tour departure or a series of departure dates. In Orca, click on Add an Optional from the top menu bar. Select the cruise code. Select the valid date range or leave the defaulted start date of January 1 and end date of December 31. Select the location. If your city is not displayed in the list, click on the bar below the location field for more options. Enter the name. Enter a price in euros. Click the Add button. A message in green will display if the optional excursion is successfully added to the system. In Opal, follow the same steps and then refresh your data by performing the Opal Load Excursions process. Once a passenger has decided on his excursions, enter the quantity for each excursion to be purchased. These quantities can also be changed at this point by clicking in that field and entering a new quantity or pressing the keyboard's delete key to zero it out. By default, only adult pricing is shown. However, checking the Expand to Show Remarks and Additional Pricing box will also display other pricing options available, such as Child, Travel Agent. Unchecking that box will hide those additional pricing options. The total pricing in euros for each excursion purchased is calculated. Now click Enter Payment button to enable the payment fields. You'll also note that this action disables the quantity field. When the passenger information fields are enabled, the Enter Payment button changes to Edit Order. The full amount of the order will default to display in the credit card field. If this is a cash or check order, you may change it by clicking on the cash or check labels, which will then populate the entire amount in those fields. No partial orders may be completed, and orders cannot be divided among more than one credit card. A separate order will need to be created if additional cards are to be used. You may swipe the customer's card at this time using the card reader that is attached to the laptop. Swiping the credit card will auto-populate the passenger's first name, last name, card type, card holder, card number, and expiration date. If the card reader doesn't accept the card, maybe due to a worn or demagnetized magnetic stripe, you will have to manually enter the credit card information into each of those fields. now have to manually input the required CIN number for every transaction. This is the 3-digit number found on the back of the card for MasterCard and Visa, and the 4-digit number on the front of Amex cards. A credit card transaction will not be allowed without this number. If this number is not available, you should ask the passenger for another card. If the transaction is by cash or check, you will manually enter your passenger's first name, last name. Cabin number is not required really for any transaction. And an order may be canceled at this point by clicking on the Cancel Order button in the lower left corner. Once all the payment information has been entered, click Submit Order. The system will display an error message if any required data is missing or the order total is incorrect. For credit card orders, the system will immediately display a pop-up receipt with pending approval in the order number and authorization code fields. In the message log, the first message displayed will just verify the order was saved for that customer. The second message will confirm a successful order or reject it. If the credit card order is successful, a message will display "Successfully uploaded" and an order number is assigned. There are a number of unsuccessful order submissions and their messages available to you in your hard copy of the ePortCentral user guide. You will note on the message log that the message of unable to upload the order for Anderson has been displayed. This is due to the fact that we are on a test system, and ordinarily you would see a successful message, or you could have an error message at this time. Adding extra services or charges. For individual orders, you may wish to add additional charges that do not display with the optional excursions loaded for that tour or departure. This may include cabin upgrades, gratuities, transfers, etc., and these can be added via the fields at the bottom of the page. Start by keying in a location. Select the name of the upgrade. Add a remark. Add the price of the upgrade, in euros of course, and the quantity. Click Add. Once the extra charge has been added, it will display above with the other excursions and will be available for purchase for this order only. In this case, it has selected 1 in the quantity, and you would continue with entering payment information and submitting the order. Any completed order can be accessed at any time by clicking on Search Orders in the top menu. The columns in this list can be sorted by clicking on the column heading. Orders may be removed from this list by clicking on the Remove Order button. This action does not delete or refund the transaction. It only removes the order from being viewed in this list. This action should only be done when orders are no longer needed, such as with past departures. Once the list of orders displays, the user can double-click any order to display the most current optional excursion receipt. This receipt may be printed from here using the Print Receipt menu option. All or part of a completed order may be refunded by you during the departure by first accessing the order through the Search Orders menu. Simply highlight the order to be refunded, then click the Issue Refund button. The refund screen will display with all the optionals purchased on that order. To begin the refund process, you must change the number in the new quantity field. The number entered in the new quantity may be 0 or any number less than the number in the current quantity field. All or any part of the order may be refunded. Clicking in another new quantity field will update the new price total to the right and the new total and refund due in euros below. Enter the amount of the refund due into the payment information field. Please note that original credit card orders should be refunded by credit card and cash orders should get cash refunds. Enter the amount of the refund due in the payment information field. Click the Issue Refund button. After the Issue Refund button is clicked, a new receipt will pop up showing the refunded amounts and the new total paid. It will contain pending approval as the authorization code. Reports are accessed by clicking on the Reports menu at the top. On the Reports tab, you can click on the drop-down menu to access the desired report. The following reports are accessible to you: credit card summary, passenger summary, and total optional sold. Two other reports, cruise director summary and cruise departure summary, are only available to administrative users. The Support tab will present you with documentation for using ePortCentral, emergency phone numbers for the United States GVI office, the ability to link to a page for sending a message to GVI support, and a test card reader so that you may work with your swiper to make sure you understand how it works. Please understand that any issues that may be coming about from use of your PC should be first taken to your Lugano support office before contacting GVI. That concludes the ePortCentral video user guide. Please review your hard copy user guide whenever you have questions, or come back to this video anytime. Always, you may send notifications to API Tech Support at globusfamily.com, and one of the GVI Tech Support personnel will be glad to review your issue and handle it as quickly as possible.